I haven't gone through a Reddit story in a while, but when I saw this post, I just had to share it with you guys because it perfectly captures what being in the friend zone is all about. The friend zone is a place that most guys experience at least once in their lives, and while it's something that usually happens with younger people, sadly, older guys still fall victim to it too. Anyway, if you think you're resting comfortably in the friend zone right now, maybe this will wake you up to the reality of what's actually happening and how you're doing nothing but wasting your time and energy on someone who doesn't want you.
Don't be me. Shoot your shot. And if it's a no, walk with dignity. I spent 4 years emotionally invested in someone who was never really mine. We started off as classmates, mutual interests, great conversations, the kind of chemistry that feels like it might mean something. We got close, really close. Late night talks, helping each other through hard times, sharing everything from meals to playlists. We had routines, shared jokes, birthday surprises, moments I mistook for something deeper. There were even nights we spent together, physically close in ways that blurred the lines, and all of it kept me hopeful. I told myself it was growing into something more. She never confirmed that, but she didn't shut it down either. I was the guy who was always there. When she needed someone to walk her home, I showed up. When she was sick, I brought her food. When she needed emotional support, I was a call away, no matter the time. I surprised her on her birthday, gave her meaningful gifts. We had our own silly names, little routines, quiet moments. When she needed support, I showed up. When she was overwhelmed, I listened. When she was stressed, I made her laugh. When she needed anything, I was already halfway there. And I kept waiting for that day she'd look at me and say, "It's always been you." But here's what actually happened. While I was showing up for her, she was slowly pulling away. She was giving her time, excitement, and energy to another guy. Someone else was taking her to school. Someone else was getting her spontaneous joy. She was choosing him daily, while I was staying hopeful in silence. And when I finally saw behind the curtain, it broke me. He didn't do half the things I did, but he had the one thing I didn't: her attention, her priority. She hadn't done anything evil. She hadn't cheated. She hadn't promised me anything, but she let me stay close. Close enough to feed the fantasy, not close enough to be loved. She let me believe, and I let myself fall deeper every time. I stayed in her world, hoping proximity would earn love. It didn't. Because it wasn't a breakup, there was nothing to end. I was grieving something that never officially existed, and that's a different kind of pain. Here's what I learned the hard way. If someone keeps you in their life just enough to feel special, but never enough to be chosen, believe the distance. If you always initiate, always give, always adjust, and never feel seen, it's not mutual. If you feel like asking for clarity makes you too much, you're in the wrong dynamic. If their energy for someone else feels effortless, but being close to you feels like a favor, walk away. If you constantly feel guilty for asking for basic emotional clarity, you're not in love. You're in a one-sided emotional trap. Shoot your shot. Say it. One time. No games. No slow build-up. Just the truth. And if they don't want you back, walk. Not in anger, but with dignity. Don't argue. Don't negotiate. Don't beg for them to reconsider. Just walk. Because your dignity is worth more than someone's convenience. You are not someone's maybe. You are not their emotional crutch. You are not their safety net until something better comes along. You are either chosen or free. If you're in that place right now, trying to interpret mixed signals and overthinking every message, wondering if being patient will eventually make them love you, let this be the message that wakes you up. Don't be me. Still hurting, still rebuilding, but finally walking the hell away.
While I thought this post was quite poetic and all that, it really is a typical example of a guy who takes on the whole nice guy persona to get a woman to like him. The reality is, though, There was nothing nice or genuine about what he was doing with or for this female friend, because he had other motives, which is why I always say, there's nothing nice about the nice guy. It's all a front. Anyway, just like most guys who find themselves sealed away in the friend zone, this guy hoped for some sort of rom-com twist to happen in his life. But this is the real world, and shit like that rarely happens. He wasted so much time and energy on this woman, and he won't get any of it back. Instead of waiting for her to magically fall in love with him, his time would have been better spent working on himself so he could become an attractive option for someone else. With the popularity of the Netflix show, adolescence, which kind of shits on the red pill a little, is making the world think that all red pill discussions are detrimental to society. But for me, any rational guys who's red-pilled can avoid situations like this. Unlike what some people would have you believe, they won't avoid it by being rude or disrespectful to women. But just like he said towards the end, rather than waiting for things to manifest on their own, it would have been much better for him to be honest about his feelings rather than doing the whole nice guy thing. While there's a good chance that this woman knew how he felt the whole time, we don't know that for sure. But at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter because the end result is the same. He ended up getting his heart broken, and she moved on with someone else, which for him means 4 years of wasted time. But at least he learned his lesson. Anyway, guys, there's no need to keep on beating a dead horse. I'm sure you all get the message. But if you have any stories of your own to share, let me know in the comments.